This is chapter 10, Graphing Quadratic Equations. These are the steps. Given the equation of y equal ax squared plus bx plus c, a, b, and c are coefficients. And so first, we look for the vertex, which is a point. A point has two parts, the x and the y. And so for the x, we use the formula of x equal negative b divided by 2 times a. And then whatever we have for x, we can solve for y by substitute the y into, actually we substitute the x into the equation and solve for y. Step 2, we find the y-intercepts by substituting 0 for x and solve for y. Step 3, we want to know if the graph opens upward or opens downward. So if a is positive, which is the coefficient of the x squared, then we know that the graph gonna opens up. If a is negative, then the graph will opens down. Step 4, find the x-intercepts. We do that by put y equals 0 and solve for x. Step 5, we want to use the axis of symmetry, which is the x equal negative b over 2a, and then use the property of symmetric property, that is. We can do that by getting to other points. Now, what is the property of symmetry? Let's say that I have a line, a symmetry like this, and 2 points, one on the left and one on the right. Symmetry tells me that if I go from the point on the left to the line here, if I go from the point on the right straight to the line there, the distance is the same. Let's say a units and a units. So if I have a point on the left side and I have a line symmetry, then I can find the other point by counting my units, how far a point from the line symmetry to that point. Now, you may or may not use this property, but it is good to know. Okay, so let's look at one example. Graph y equal x squared minus 6x minus 7. Now, looking at this, remember ax squared plus bx plus c. And so you can see that the a is 1. There's a 1 right here. So a is 1, b is negative 6, and c is negative 7. And now we have to use the formula of negative b over 2a. So negative 6 is positive 6. 2a means 2 times a, so 2 times 1, which is 2. And so 6 divided by 2 is 3. That is the x value for the vertex. Now let's use the x equal 3, put that into the equation and solve for y. And so x squared is now 3 squared, which is 9. Negative 6 times x, which is now negative 6 times 3, which is negative 18. And so 9 minus 18 minus 7 is negative 16. We have our vertex then, 3, negative 16. And now here we put x equals 0 and solve for y. And so y equals 0, actually y equals negative 7. And so x is 0, y is negative 7. Here we have our y-intercepts at the point 0, negative 7. What about x-intercepts? Remember, x-intercept is when y equals 0 and y is x squared minus 6x minus 7. Okay, so x squared minus 6x minus 7 is y. Y is 0, so therefore we have our equation of x squared minus 6x minus 7 equals 0. Solve for x. We can factor, and so we have x plus 1 times x minus 7 equals 0. Split this 2. So x plus 1 equals 0. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0, so x is negative 1. 7 minus 7, actually x minus 7 is 0. 7 minus 7 is 0, so therefore x is 7. And so we have the x-intercept at the point negative 1, 0 and 7, 0. Now a equal 1, which is bigger than 0, and so the graph opens up. Opens up. So let's plot those points. Let's plot the points -1, 0, 7, 0. The point 0, -7, and the point 3, -16. And so together we have our graph, which is a graph that opens up. And so here we have the graph, looks like a U shape. The point here is the vertex 3, -16. The red line here is the x equal 3, which is the line of symmetry. So there you have it. The graph of y equal x squared minus 6x minus 7. And let me erase this.